Rory, would you tweet any of these tweets today?
Which ones?
This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Any of them?
I said
The ones
before.
that everybody's offended by.
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've definitely talked about the Beyonce thing on the podcast before.
Wait a minute, hold up. See how he fucked it up.
But she's
Okay,
asking
what
you
about
today, Rory, today,
man.
not 7 years ago,
Rory,
today.
Rory, you gotta have better answers. Come on, bro. Like,
Nobody's children didn't eat last night as a result of tweets that you tweeted, fake tweets 12 years ago. So it's not that serious.
hold on.
Rory's gonna do what he chooses to do. What's up,
Hold on. What did Rory apologize for?
He apologized for some of the tweets that he would not retweet or post or say today in 2025.
Rory is like a raging racist, right? Fine, he's a raging racist. Yeah, Rory, stop being sarcastic because that's what they don't like about you is that you're being
trolling is not gonna work.
You that's what they don't like about you, right? So just stop doing that because it's just not working in your favor. But the whole entire purpose of this is there's nothing. Rory, are you in here just to kick it? Because if so, you can just go do something better because they're not here to you know what I'm saying, really hear you out. They don't give a fuck. They painted a narrative about you. You back that narrative up with some stupid fucking tweets. They weren't around for the time. You can't explain it. There's nothing you can do. You're not going to apologize because you know you didn't say anything worth really apologizing for. And you're not going to give an ingenuine apology because you're not sorry because you didn't mean any harm when you fuck.
And I can never be mad at you for being, a racist? Nice guy. Well, that too. If you're a racist, I can't listen. That's your prerogative.
Clown.
Oh, that's a tough guy right there. Gangsta.
Right. No, I ain't tough. Standing there. Standing there.
Hey, Mo, if y'all
They're standing there.
Gangsta.
They're standing there, brother.
These niggas is
I don't get tough until niggas get flight itineraries.
Oh boy. Spell itinerary, nigga.
Hey, next question, brother.
Spell itinerary, nigga.
stop it. Get some help. Welcome back and what's good? This is the Furious Robinson podcast and I'm your host, Furious, your curator of conversation, wordsmith aficionado, voted most likely to be trending down the timeline. Hit the like button early, drop a comment for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. This is the Sick Times Media production. You see the planes and gather around because I'm here to wake it up very early. This was a nasty collapse from the green bean casserole Kappa. From the mayonnaise Jedi Warrior. Why would you sit in a Twitter Spaces for 3+ hours? Why would you go back and forth with black women online? And the biggest egregious play of them all. Who are these tweets from? Please wake it up. I don't understand why Rory, aka This Is Rory, and half of the Rory and Maul podcast decided to sit on Twitter Spaces and try to unpack his tweets with Kendrick fans.
I just continued. Anytime it even got to an okay place, I made it 10 times worse.
That to me did not make sense. Now, this was a Rocky Thunder stage, so let me set the scene because a lot of people here are very lost. They're like, what is Twitter Spaces? Who is Rory? Yo, Twitter Spaces is where real internet ninjas go to get their shit off. I'm not going to hold you. This is a real discussion. It's an audio experience. They're waking it up. They're having real-time discussions on a lot of different things. Now, this is what we like to call the Q4 mess. It gets nasty.
You know, Blue Weave is not Blue Ivy. That's racist as fuck.
Rory. Please either get off this Spaces or this shit is at this point it's not at this point this is insane.
Hold on. Turn it. What?
Can I ask my question?
You would.
Because I've had a multitude of discussions with Rory on Spaces, as well as a lot of other, let's say, key players in the game. Rocky Thunder being one of them. So when I was in this space and I was listening to Rory essentially sit in his umbrage and his privilege and dismiss these black women in real time by joking and trolling, I said, oh, he doesn't know where he is.
Because I was on the side of everybody knows, the people that know me know who I am and know what it is.
Which is why you shouldn't be talking about it.
But there were people in there that don't know me and were actually searching for an actual response
They
or
wasn't
reply.
searching for
And
nothing,
I was,
man.
I'm not saying,
we got to stop saying that.
Can I finish, please?
He's going to find himself in a minute, because if you don't know, and if you don't understand, because maybe you're cosplaying as a black man, when you start to have a discussion with a black woman, it starts early. It starts as a child, actually, with your mother, with your grandmother, and you understand, yo, just listen. All you got to do is listen right now. You don't need to defend yourself. We caught you in 4K with the most wickedest of tweets. These tweets is sick, bruh. I'm not even going to hold you. I'm not going to put all of the tweets on the screen, but just know it gets nasty, from shooting at Beyonce, calling out black women's hair, a lot of anti-black rhetoric from, like I said, this mayonnaise Jedi warrior. That's all you can call this, because I know a lot of people want me to say, Rory is racist. Rory is this. No, I live in America, where that's the kind of the status quo. So I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. That's not for me. I'm here to wake up the nasty level of no accountability from this man who sits in the culture daily. Sits in the culture daily. So you would have thought, yo, he probably already had this type of discussion with his own friends and family. If he's this ingrained in black culture, if he loves the culture so much as all of these meat-hugging, parasocial clout demons. And we gonna get to it, because a lot of y'all was on these stages and in these spaces pandering in real time.
Why were you hiding them tweets?
No, I think we need to turn the entire thing on you. You know, blue weave is not blue ivy.
Why were you hiding them tweets? You're not turning shit up
Do
on
you
me.
know that
Why
blue
were you
weave is
hiding
not
them
blue
tweets?
ivy?
Answer that.
Everything you said about me, we should go to you.
Why were you hiding them tweets? Why were you hiding your tweets?
Hide what tweet?
And let's just get it very clear from the start. This is not about no Kendrick stands. This is not no Grammy debate to me. I don't really care about 10-year-old retweets or tweets. That's not my business. When Rory's sitting in a space in real time and people are trying to have a genuine discussion, they're asking him genuine questions. Yo, why are you deleting the tweets now? Why are you not just saying, yo, at this moment in time, I was very out of pocket. This is not really the me of now, and I've done the work to be the me of now. Let's just move forward. And he could have handled it. He could have simply squashed this space with simple answers, but this just lets me know, and this is only 50% of Rory's fault. I'm going to give the other 50% to the people like Maul and Damaris who enable this behavior. Bro, this man is already living in white privilege and in umbrage. You could hear it in the smug attitude on the stage.
I was a little condescending and dismissive in the beginning. About 20, 30 minutes in, I started to realize, oh shit, all right, we're not doing the joke shit anymore. And at that point, everyone was texting me, get the fuck out of the spaces. And I felt like it was too late then. I got to just stay here, because if I run, it's even worse.
Because when you cosplay as a black man and you start to move around in these cultural rooms, at some point in time, somebody's going to wake up the paperwork. And that's where it gets nasty to me. I don't trust these method actors. These men are thespians in real time for coin. Who proposes at the Rock Nation brunch? How much of a pandering clout demon do you have to be to propose to your shorty at the Rock Nation brunch? Like, this man is trying to squeeze into the culture at any point in time, and there's nothing wrong. Salute to my allies. I don't want to make this a us versus them type video. I don't want to deflect away from the main point of accountability as a man, which they still have not taken. That podcast looks crazy in the light. He deleted his Twitter, brother. He deleted his whole Twitter. So when you delete your entire feed, when you delete the Twitter, you look crazy in the light. I'm not going to hold you.
Apologize for the shit that you did say. If you're not going to apologize, then don't apologize. But like, they're walking around in circles and shit.
Okay. All right. I made the hood rat Beyonce joke on the podcast. Canceled the podcast.
When did we stop standing 10 toes down? A lot of people were jumping into the space, jumping to defense. The culture is finished, bruv. Because at the end of the day, I saw so much meat hugging in the culture, so much defense. Everybody was putting their cape on for somebody they don't know.
Who is that? Right. Who is that? Yeah.
Who is that? Who is that?
Right. Fuck on. Both of y'all clowns get off the space, nigga.
We know you got one.
Both of you niggas clowns, nigga.
Hey,
Yo,
hey,
that's
Clowned
the
out
hey,
with
y'all
dick
same
niggas.
suckers,
Hey,
laugh.
nigga.
hey.
Clowned out with dick suckers. Clown.
Oh, that's a tough guy right there.
Yeah,
Gangster.
right. No, I ain't tough, nigga. It's the
Gangster.
internet. It's the internet.
Hey Mo,
Gangster.
if you don't
This the
knock it
internet.
off with the
Gangster.
gangster.
These
This
niggas
the
is
internet, brother.
gangsters. These niggas is
I don't get
gangsters.
tough until niggas get flight itineraries.
Oh boy. Spell itinerary, nigga.
Hey, next question, brother.
Spell
What the fuck are you talking
itinerary, nigga.
about?
You're defending people you don't know. You have these weird parasocial relationships with D-list podcasters, and then you look crazy against your own culture. And I don't want to make this divisive, but it just looks nuts. And I'm not going to call y'all out y'all name because I know y'all seen it too many times. I can only imagine the animals they're putting on the timeline. I can only imagine the memes.
I'm a racist person.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you're a D-list celebrity. You get centered. And they like being censored. Maul said it. You like the attention. And when you like the attention, you gonna get it. So when these Kendrick stans woke it up and said, hey, what are these tweets? And you started trolling, you started joking, and then real black women started to insert themselves into the conversation, i.e. Rocky Thunder, that's when the conversation got woken up. And Rocky Thunder masterclass, getting Rory to crash out on himself. He just stayed in the space. I see the play. I see the vision. Because ain't no way you got Rory to stay in a hood ninja space for 3 hours, getting his back kicked in, not taking no accountability, even got Maul in the space pandering, got Damaris in there caping. I saw so much clout chasing in that space. I said, holy, we gotta pray. We gotta pray because we living in some of the sickest times. Ain't no way I'm connecting to men I don't know. Ain't no way I'm taking up for men I've never met in my life. We've never had one real discussion about life, but you taking up for them.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
I'm not taking up for men I've never met in real life, especially when you got tweets about Beyonce, Nipsey Hussle, RIP. Like, it's just egregious, brother. We have to look at this man and say, when was your last real discussion? Because I keep looking at the men around him. He's an alleged Kappa. He's in the Divine Nine. They have this man walking around with all these crazy tweets and nobody has checked him. That's not insane to nobody. You could just do whatever you want. That's why I say it's your world, baby. We living in it. Like, it's crazy outside.
Rory, would you tweet any of these tweets today?
Which ones?
This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Any of them?
I said
The ones
before.
that everybody's offended by.
One or two I've said I've joked about on the podcast already. I've definitely talked about the Beyonce thing on the podcast before.
That's a very easy question. That's a very easy question, but that's why I have to go back to who are the people in your real life? I'm looking right at Maul. I'm looking right at Damaris. Are these people not having real discussions with you? Because shout out to Gina View. She tried to save him. Right there, he could have saved himself. He could have said, I would have never tweeted any of this again. What? This stuff is sick. He could have played. He was already trolling. He could have just lied. But at the end of the day, these men are lost. He's hanging out in an audio space, not realizing the amount that his voice is amplified on this goddamn internet. As this mayonnaise Jedi warrior continues to cosplay as a black man, it's the egregious black men around him that continue to yes man him and pander because he's a pseudo celebrity. It's hard for me to believe that Rory has not had a tough discussion around racism and race. Like, this should be an easy one for him. If you're so ingrained in the culture, you should have had this conversation well before the space, enough to know that these people were actually serious. But no, and that's why I call these people method actors.
Rory is like a raging raging right? Fine, he's a raging racist. Yeah, Rory, stop being sarcastic because that's what they don't. That's what they don't like about you is that you're being. You're being
trolling is not gonna work.
You. That's what they don't like about you, right? So just stop doing that because it's just not working in your favor. But the whole entire purpose of this is there's nothing. Rory,
I'm not jacking this. This is smug elitism. This reeks of corporate. And I understand you're attached to the volume, Colin Cowherd. But Rory, if you're going to be in the culture, just, brother, do your homework at least. understand that when black women speak, just have a little bit of subtle respect. Like, I just don't understand how he thought he could, his white plight. I'm sorry, bro. I have to wake it up. This was a nasty space from the Rory and Maul podcast. Damaris, I'm looking at you crazy in the light. Julian, don't tweet now. You worked there. You were begging to go back. Stop it. And this is where I gracefully have to digress. So jump in the comments because no one is above critique. If you're going to make coin off the culture, if you're going to cosplay as a black man, if you're going to say, hey, I have black this and black that, color celebration in real time, we get it. Just understand that you're going to be brought to the front of the congregation, so just be ready and understand it's all good if everything is cool. But this isn't cool. The tweets are not cool, brother. We got to stop. But hit the like button for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a hater. This is the Furious Robinson Podcast, a Sick Times Media production. Stay dangerous.